What's up guys, this is Kuldeep and I'm back with a Photoshop tutorial. It's been a long time, but we're going to get straight to it. Today we're going to make a photo, something very similar to this. It's a very modern type of effect which I kind of personally really like. A lot of my wallpapers I've recently made have this type of effect. So it's very easy, especially if you're brand new to this whole Photoshop thing. So I'm going to show you how you can make layers and make this effect of overlapping sort of materials, as I say, like material design on Android almost. So we're going to use different colors and you guys can go about it however you like, but I just want you guys to learn the effect and how to do it. So let's get straight to it. Firstly, we open up Photoshop and start a new project. I'm just going to name it sample. Okay, and then now we are going to make our background color however you like. You can unlock the background. Now I'm going to personally take red just because red is like my favorite color. But let's have this wallpaper in the background just so I can show you the kind of color differences we're going to use. We're going to use a very dark color at the back, and that's exactly what we're going to do on this side as well. I'm going to go around there and just got that there, and then a slightly lighter color, but more towards the red. But first we're going to create a new layer and then around there. Okay, so now this is where we're going to make the different shapes, which is actually very simple. There are many ways to go about this, but what we're going to do is use the pen tool. So now just to be sure, you can click outside anywhere. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click here, 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 and here. So you close it and then you right click on the picture and you say on make selection. Yes, you click on make selection, and once you see that it's selected this shape, make sure that our layer selected is layer 1. Now we can click on the paint bucket tool and just click, and that's it. Now to get rid of this whole selection, we're going to click Control D or Command D on Mac, and then we're going to do the same thing again, another layer, create a new layer, and we're going to select a lighter color this time, a little off red, let's say around there, and we use the pen tool again, same thing, just a different shape. So I'm going to go around. I'm not going to make it exactly like the old one, so let's go around here, and now we close it off again, right click, make selection. Okay, it's made a selection again. You select your paint bucket tool and you click paint, and then you click Command D to get rid of the selection. It's very simple, as you guys can see, and then you just repeat, and with an even lighter color, almost pinkish, we can go a little down. That's perfect, I think, and do the same thing. It's really simple. Right, and right click, make selection. Okay, and now we're going to use a paint bucket tool one more time, paint it, perfect, Command D, and that's it. Now we're going to make this other layer which is overlapping on this side. As you can see, mine looks a lot different from the one, well, the shape wise it looks quite different from the one on the other one, which doesn't matter. You guys can go about it your way. Now for the one that you saw, this layer is at the back of these three, so we're going to click on the first layer that we created and then click create a new layer. So essentially it's just below these three layers, which is what we want. So now we're going to use the pen tool again, and I'm gonna just go around here, I think. Oh, hold on, around here, just so I don't want it to touch the corner exactly, and then right click, make selection, and let's go a bit darker this time instead. Let's see, I think that should be fine. Paint bucket tool, it's actually lighter. Let's see if the contrast fits. I think that looks pretty good. So I'm gonna stick with this. As I said, you guys can play around with the colors yourself. And now that we have all the colors, this is basically our picture. But now, in order to get this sort of effect of overlapping layers, we're going to use the properties of the layers. So it's the same properties, actually really easy. What we're going to do is just click on outer shadow, drop shadow, and you can change the setting to normal. Opacity, I'm going to keep it full for now, and then we increase the size, and then you can see it's getting that effect. I'm gonna increase a bit of the spread and then actually reduce the opacity to about 51. Let's see, 50%. About 50% should be fine. And then click out. Okay. Now it saves you a lot of time if you just right click and click copy layer style and then paste the layer style to the other two, and that's what we're gonna do. That's it. And now we're going to do that with this one as well. Paste layer. And as you can see, we're already done. So now you got this cool looking effect, and you guys can really play around with the opacity and the the size of the drop shadow. But I think this looks really cool. And just to add a little more to this photo, we can add text. I'm going to add text here. Let's see. Very long. I just ended up sticking with this. I think it looks cool if you just add your own name. Now you can make it bigger or smaller. I'm just gonna make it a little bit bigger. About 120 should be fine. Yes, that's perfect. And just move that. Click OK. Probably gonna change. Just gonna change the color. Maybe let's see. Color overlay. Just have this sort of red contrast instead of a complete black. I think this darker red looks perfect, and I think this is okay. I don't want to add any shadow or anything. I want it to look like it's imprinted onto the top layer. So basically this is it, guys. If you found this video helpful, please click like and share this video. You can check out my other tutorials. I was very rusty back then, but the effects are really cool. And my main video, which got pretty popular recently, was the paint splatter effect. I'll put the link in the description. That could be helpful, especially if you're a beginner. I added a lot of little notes, little how tools work, how to do every little thing, and I was way younger, but anyways, it is helpful. So if you're new, make sure to check that video out. And this has been it. I will be back every week, hopefully, and you guys can tell me in the comments what type of effects you guys want to see. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.